Why did Aryna Sabalenka and Elina Svitolina skip the handshake at the Australian Open semifinal? Before a single ball was struck under the bright lights of Rod Laver Arena, the Australian Open women's semifinal already felt uncomfortable. Rule number one, Aryna Sabalenka walked out first, smiling for the traditional pre-match photo with the ball kid, a routine moment fans barely notice. Except this time, someone was missing. Elina Svitolina never stepped into the frame. Minutes later, as both players approached the net, another tradition was quietly ignored. No handshake, no acknowledgement. And suddenly, the tennis world had questions. So, what really happened? The tension started before tennis did from the opening walkout. It was clear this semifinal wasn't just about forehands and backhands. Svitolina's refusal to join the pre-match photo instantly caught the crowd's attention. When the handshake didn't happen either, social media lit up. For casual fans, it looked like drama. For longtime tennis followers, it felt familiar because this wasn't personal. It was political. The real reason behind the no handshake moment. Elina Svitolina, a Ukrainian tennis star, has maintained a consistent stance since the outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine war. She does not shake hands with players from Russia or Belarus, a position she has publicly explained and stood by across multiple tournaments. Aryna Sabalenka, though not political on court, represents Belarus, a country closely allied with Russia. Under these circumstances, Svitolina has repeatedly chosen silent protest over symbolic gestures. The Australian Open semifinal followed the same script: an handshake, an shared photo, just tennis. Sabalenka let her racket do the talking while the atmosphere was tense. Sabalenka didn't let it distract her. The top seed delivered a ruthless performance, overpowering Svitolina 6-2, 6-3 to book her place in yet another Melbourne final, her third in 4 years. Her game was sharp, her focus unshaken. And once the match began, the noise faded into the background. For Sabalenka, the response wasn't verbal. It was dominant. Not a feud, just a firm line. It's important to be clear. This wasn't a personal snub aimed at Sabalenka. Svitolina has shown the same stance toward other Russian and Belarusian players since 2022, regardless of rankings or rivalry. And trash talk, and confrontation. Just a boundary she refuses to cross. And in today's tennis landscape, where global politics often collide with sport, these moments are becoming part of the story. A semifinal remembered for more than the scoreline. Sabalenka marched into the final, still chasing history in Melbourne. Svitolina exited with dignity, staying true to her principles. And fans were left reminded that sometimes the loudest statements in sport are made without words. One thing is certain: the handshake that never happened said far more than one that ever could.